All right, guys, and welcome back to Doubles at Port Priority in beautiful Seattle, Washington. My name is Waldo.
And I'm Censored.
Good to be back. Glad to be back on the mic. Censored, nice to meet you.
Same as well. It's really nice to be over here for some doubles commentary. I'm a big fan of doubles. And it looks like we had a large turnout for doubles here at this event, especially because we did pools pouring into a top 32. Definitely showing that the Pacific Northwest they have their heart in doubles, man.
Definitely. Earlier when I was commentating with GPIC, we saw some of the top players in Washington and Oregon come out.
Okay.
H4DS and Gengur as a team. We also saw Pokepen and Snickledorf, not on stream, but they were in that pool.
Okay.
Other ones as well that were of note that really showed up was Copper and Coda, who made top 32. Okay. So they should be in this rotation tonight. But I'm excited to see who do we have going into this pool. I'm very curious for top 32. We'll have to wait and see and find out. But I got to ask you, how are you enjoying Seattle?
It's really cool. So, I mean, the part of town that I'm staying in, obviously there's a lot of things going on, food places, just a lot of walking around. Mm-hmm. There's a college football game going on tonight, I guess.
Yeah.
So there's some nice scenery out there. I'll just say that.
Yeah, we got the Husky game going on, but right now what we got going on is our first match, which is going to be Dam and Ruff versus BestNess and Elegant.
Okay.
Which these guys, I commentated both sets from them earlier. Okay. Both did amazing. Elegant and BestNess absolutely disrespected their opponents. I don't think they're going to be able to get away with that this time around. But we're going right into game one. Smashville. Very interesting stage pick, but I'm interested to see how this will pan out.
Oh, yeah, definitely going to be a very close quarters match. I can definitely see this benefiting all these characters showing this.
Woo! Elegant already getting that up B out of shield, caught Dam sleeping a little bit there. Great job coming out.
Yeah, Dam already dropping a stock, and no one else has touched the 70% threshold yet.
And already we can see Elegant getting the 0 to death combo started. Is he going to be able to get it? No, he is not. And then out to the side, we have BestNess just controlling Ruff, keeping them separated. I love the strategy going into this. Just make sure that they can't help out each other.
Okay. It looks like we finally got some stage control coming in here from the red team. Oh, no. All right.
Elegant almost getting that kill with his down B, but not being able to find it. That was a great edge guard from BestNess. You saw he didn't let the PK Thunder land. He just kind of trailed around it to make sure to get that jump. Really smart play coming out from BestNess.
And then on the other side, at the same time, we saw a down smash coming out from Elegant. And woo, he almost a damn up.
Elegant keeping him off the stage. We got a misfire that almost broke BestNess's shield. And we could see a lot of what's been struggling is we have Elegant controlling the ground, not giving them room to breathe. But on top of it, too, we have BestNess that's just been going off.
Oh, no.
Just controlling the air, like not letting anything get through, doing such a great job.
Ooh, that was very good with the side magnet to give himself some space. So then afterwards, he was able to use his PK Thunder to make it back to the stage. If he would have tried to pull it out right then and there, then he would have hit the opponent and sadly lost it.
Yeah, we can see both players off of the red team kind of cornered right now. Both Ruff and Dam are on their last stocks. That down B shouldn't do it just yet. Goes for the misfire, though. The absolute disrespect. Never mind what I said earlier. They are definitely going for the disrespect. That spike goes so low.
It was definitely bad there.
And now it's just...
Yeah, I have nothing to say about that ending. He was like, I'm just going to stand here and shield. And I'm just
Elegant and BestNess are consistently, it feels like in this bracket, and just in general when it comes to singles, some of the most disrespectful players.
From what I saw there in that first match, I'm definitely going to have to agree with you.
Absolutely. I loved Elegant. Like, what I love consistently about their playstyle is their sense of unity. You can tell they're both finally in tune with one another. And Dam and Ruff were just not prepared for that in this first game. So it's going to be interesting to see how they counteract that.
I definitely agree with you there. They definitely showed they were not prepared for what Elegant and BestNess threw at these guys. And these are two of the best doubles players in Smash. Like right here. Like this isn't a static team. These are just two guys that could pick up anybody for doubles. They probably could have made top 8 like, just with teaming with you. Like, you know what? Come here, Waldo.
BestNess carrying me on his shoulders. That would have been an interesting sight to see. But we're going to see into this game, too. Maybe Ruff and Dam can make this comeback. But already, Dam is off to the side of the stage. Not a position you want to be.
All right. Game number 2. Going to Town and City. This is probably going to work out a little bit better.
This might also work against them as well, though, with the high ceilings. Dam can't get those Shoryuken combos as well.
Well, I mean, we didn't really see him even get the opportunity to get that off because he wasn't able to apply any damage in that last game. It was just 2 close quarters, and Elegant walked all over this man.
Does make sense.
And City
and does get the edge guard over on Ruff. That was a really great team effort coming out from the green team.
But Town and City definitely a bigger stage is going to give Dam some more room to kind of maneuver around things. He's got to keep his head on a swivel, though, because BestNess was there for the punish.
Elegant getting caught out without his jump off to the right side of the stage. Finally, they got a little bit of breathing room. And actually, BestNess losing the stock. So right now, this is a somewhat even game. We'll get the FB, but Ken's too low to die at that percent.
Okay, got the tilt there.
Oh, he gets the misfire. Unfortunate. Ooh. That is the wrong time to get it. Now, all of a sudden, this is looking slightly less grim for the red team.
Yeah, due to RNG, red team actually has a slight lead. Let's see if they're able to do anything.
Let's see if they're able to get it. That's a great edge guard. We got the edge guards coming out from BestNess, still on point as ever. Now, if they are able to get rid of Ruff sooner rather than later, then this will be a virtually dead even game. Yeah. Hopefully that misfire doesn't happen again. The one time they want the misfire, if they don't want it, it happens. All right, we got BestNess controlling the skies right now. Ruff getting into this combo. Not going to lead. Led into 38 damage.
Ruff was able to get away there and help his teammate. Good stuff from him.
Yeah, BestNess doing a great job of being there for his teammate. Ruff and Dam are doing far better in this game now. Almost getting that, but gets the up B, getting a bit overzealous for that.
He's got the punish.
And unfortunately, Ruff going a little too hard off stage for that as well. I do believe, because we are in top 32 now, though, it is a not best of 5.
Yeah, still a best of 3.
Yeah, still best of 3, and then I believe top 8 tomorrow will be a best of 3. But great showing coming out from Elegant and for BestNess. However, what happened in that game, the tides almost shifted because that misfire put them in a very precarious scenario where it almost costed them the match. Mm-hmm. But BestNess and Elegant, they're top players for a reason. They were able to make it happen, kept composure really well, and we're here now. Dam and Ruff. Ruff. Sorry, Ruff. I was spacing on his name. Did a really great job in that second game, though. They definitely felt like they had more of a game plan, but Elegant and BestNess were already on top of that.
They were like, you know what? It's going to take us longer to beat you this time, but we're still going to get it done. But they were able to get Elegant off stage, and he dropped a lot of stocks very early.
He did.
Just because Luigi, he is a gimpable character. He has far distances that he can go, but there are certain things that you can do to get in his way and make it to where he can't come back to the stage.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree, 100%. And it was great to see that finally the red team, Dam and Ruff, were able to abuse that. And that was really awesome to see. Mm-hmm. Hopefully they can make a loser's run, and we can see them once again in top 8. They're more than capable of it. Dam is, I don't know if you know this, he's the number 3.
He's number 3 on the PR. Yeah, but I casted one of his matches earlier in singles. He beat BSP, the Toon Link, and I was very impressed in that singles play because the Toon Link matchup is a very hard matchup for a character such as Ken to deal with because he normally has an issue with projectiles, especially when it comes to being like camped out. Toon Link, he has the bomb, so he can use that to hit the focus. and then hit them with like a fair up air, any hitbox afterwards.
Absolutely. And what I love about Dam, though, is his punish game, especially in singles and in doubles, is on point. He was there for Ruff, and Ruff was there for him. It's just Elegant and BestNess did a really good job of separating the two of them.
Oh, yeah.
Which that's what it comes down to. If you get two people separated from each other and you smother them enough to where they can't help, it doesn't matter really how good you are, because you'll be too contested at that point. They were able to make some pushback and make it back on stage, but their biggest problem was just they kept getting separated.
That first game, that's definitely what it felt like. It was 2 1v1s, but they were 1v1s on half of a small stage, because Smashville was already kind of small.
Yeah.
And because you only had half of that stage to work with, it was very suffocating, especially for Ken to deal with, as we saw there in that first game, with him losing his first stock when everybody else was still sitting at 30%. We're just like, what's going on there? Dead man, that's what.
That's exactly what was happening. So now we're going to be getting into our next match, and it's going to be Copper and Coda versus, I believe I heard Focus, and it's going to Focus and Big D. So this will be a fun match to watch. Copper came alive during his double set, where it's one of those instances you see a player or players in this instance get better as they keep playing. So it was game one was definitely where Coda did a lot of the carrying and a lot of the heavy work, but then game two, it started when it felt more neutral, and they lost that game. But game three, and Copper had been sort of like afraid of what buttons to hit in the set that I played, but then game three, he came alive. He was the carry in that scenario. He really supported Coda. It's great to see them in top 8, but now they're going up against two of the best players in Vancouver, or in Canada, Big D and Focus as well. Focus is on his Rob, and it looks like Big D's going to be playing Mario. So I've seen Big D experimenting with a lot of characters for doubles. He's been playing Mario. He's been playing a lot of Wario as well. So
oh gosh, put Wario in the hands of that man.
You have the most patient, and also at the same time probably one of the most frustrating characters
to deal with. Because Wario, he's definitely one of those guys. You feel like you have to two-stock Wario every time you fight him.
Yeah, 100%. It's like if you don't get, even if you get a stock lead on him, you feel like, all right, it's an even game now.
It's an even game because you got that X factor of the wall.
There is the joke that when you fight a Wario, you start with 2 stocks.
Oh, no. Because you know you're going to get hit with 1 waft.
Which isn't far from the truth when you really think about it. But we're going right into this game. It's going to be exciting. I have been waiting to see a doubles match, actually, from Big D. I've seen all of his singles. I've seen a lot of his singles matches, but I've never once seen a doubles match from him, or Focus, actually, for that matter.
Yeah, it'll be a very interesting match to see how things revolve around this Piranha Plant. Piranha Plant being a very interesting character. Character that everybody wants to write off, so this character's trash, low tier, bottom 5 character. I mean, I've seen for myself in action what Piranha Plant can do with having Loaf over in Minnesota, making top 64 at S-tier majors with a supposed bottom 5 character. I know Patui is a very disruptive move. Very strong, high priority. Oh, man.
Gomos gets that spike. I love, it seems Big D has a really great understanding of these combos. I love what's going on right now. And I also, one thing to note, that Coda side B unfortunately kills his teammate, but it gets Coda in the process. So was the trade really worth it? I'm not 100% sure. Only time will tell in this set. One thing I will say about Piranha Plant is, like you said, definitely a character that people write off. However, also Japan's been making waves with the character. There's a player over there.
Bruto.
Yeah, who won a tournament recently over in Japan, I believe, with the character. So definitely not. I feel like with Ultimate, you can't really count out a character in this game. It's just not possible. So looking for the disruption, doesn't quite find it.
Game is definitely still really early as well, so there's a lot of meta and techs that still need to be discovered.
Oh, yeah, and with new characters being added all the time. We'll have to wait and see. I love the patience coming out from Big D, not rolling in, like waiting to see what Coda will do. We also see Coda on the side of this stage right now, just not being able to find his way back in. And unfortunately, Big D will return the favor and kill his teammate. So now we have a game that is slightly in, I would still say, red team's favor.
Oh, yeah.
Because even though Copper has 3 stocks, Coda is also sitting on 144% on their second stock.
Oh, and that laser saving the grab there. Back throw definitely would have killed Copper. It only delayed the inevitable node. So a couple moments later.
Coda is doing a very admirable job of hanging on to this stock. So back to center stage. Focus off stage. Definitely. Oh, gets the spike. That was great reaction coming out. And now all of a sudden this game doesn't look too far out of reach for the blue team.
Yeah, this game is definitely looking like it's in blue team's favor right now, because if Taylor would have died on that offstage scenario, they definitely would have been now. But now he dies and they're tied.
Right now it is almost an even game with how hurt both Copper and Big D are currently. All right, we got Copper sitting at the side, looking to get an edge guard off of Focus. Not finding really anything though. Gets the back air. Coda's kind of playing a little bit scared, playing mid-stage. Not really there to support his teammate. Woo! The Patui, that move is so strong.
All right, good stuff from Coda. Not getting hit by that rotor on there.
Yeah, he waited to jump in. I love that. So now, game is still decently even. Coda is sitting at 85%, so they do have to be a little more cautious. Great spike coming out from Focus on the right side of the stage.
Got a mirror to a side special. Oh, and that up smash is barely missing.
Really mad, but Big D able to take the laser that he was hit by from Focus and able to turn it into a kill. Coda off the mat. Well, Copper, this is not unwinnable, but it is very difficult.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh, I like that. Didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, it looked like he canceled the distance on it there.
Yeah, Copper is, I don't know if you're aware of this, he is a Piranha Plant specialist. He only ever plays Piranha Plant.
I assume anybody that plays Piranha Plant is a specialist.
Yeah.
They're just those characters that are just like, you know what? Like if you see a Duck Hunt, you assume they only play Duck Hunt.
Yeah. Oh, great weight coming out from Focus, going low to cover that option of going low, because Piranha Plant, one of their best aspects is the recovery. They do have a good recovery.
Yeah.
But going low enough so if he dropped that low, he had that answer to it with the back air. That was a pretty great showing from both teams. I will say Big D and Focus, one thing that they did really well is they turned, anytime they got put into a kind of a bad scenario, it seemed they were able to turn the tables, like when Focus accidentally hit Big D with the laser, but also Coda got hit off stage. We saw Big D immediately, without thinking, like having a second thought, back aired Coda and died, and that turned the whole tide of the battle pretty quickly. So it was a pretty, I will say, Copper and Coda kept it competitive for sure, and it looks like they're going to be sticking all to their same characters. I also know Coda only plays Palutena as well.
Oh, plays Palutena? Okay.
Yeah. I didn't recognize the name earlier on, but he is a Seattle local. He only plays Palutena.
Palutena's definitely a good character to solo, man.
Oh, definitely. There's not really a bad matchup for Palutena, or they're bad matchups, but nothing horrible.
Oh, yeah. Nothing that Palutena definitely cannot do.
100%. We have Big D on center stage. Focus kind of sticking off to the side. We see a lot of Robs do this, especially here in what feels like the Northwest.
All right, here on the stage, not having as much space to work with as they did in the previous game. Let's see if that's going to help out this blue team take some earlier stocks. Great
grabs coming out. Ooh, almost gets the side B off. That would have certainly killed. This is a very interesting stage pick because they have to be really cautious of Rob side B. There's a lot of moves to be very cautious of. Rob side B will kill insanely early if you get off to the side. It'll kill at like 40 if you're not careful. So great forward smash coming out from Big D. We see all the players kind of lumped onto the right side of this stage currently. So, all right, both of them are separated from each other. We got Focus off stage. I believe that was a back air coming out from Coda. Great job.
Taking out Big D's first stock. This game's still very close.
Blue team kind of in center, has control of center stage right now. Great up smash. I love the, oh wow. Copper able to use the down B and be able to take something and be able to get a stock from the red team. Great stuff coming out.
Yeah, Focus finally able to take that stock from Palutena. That was definitely a thorn in their side right there. Can't let a character live for that long.
Disruption was the name of the move I was thinking. I don't know why I couldn't think of it. But all right, throws out the counter, doesn't quite work out. Gets the side B, and it is now a lead slightly in red team's favor. But they are at higher enough percentages where if they keep taking damage, this could stack really poorly. Also with the stage being as small as it is, being above a Palutena, not the best course of action.
Yeah, as we just saw there, Coda was able to string together some of those up airs, get some damage on Rob, guy who's a really big target.
All right, we have, making it back to stage with that recovery. I like it. So, oh no. Big D unfortunately went the wrong way and didn't grab the ledge. Unfortunate. So it looks like we might have to see some crazy play coming out, or maybe that side smash will do it. Yes.
Oh, okay. The forward smash not killing.
Able to take that bad situation and make it okay. Definitely right now the favor is in red team. If Copper is able to hold on to the stock for just a little bit longer and maybe get some damage onto Big D, this might prove to be okay for them.
As we say that, Big D's making sure that Coda gets as much damage as he can.
Focus. We see Focus going for these really deep offstage edge guard situations. And unfortunately, he almost died there.
Yeah, very awkward angle. Rob's still going to make it back to the stage.
Copper saved him with the FB, but if he would have died himself had he not done anything.
All right, we got the forward tilt.
We have Big D. One thing I love about Big D that he's been doing this game is that he's been trying to maintain center stage control. Pretty much kind of be the mediator in all of this.
Oh,
Copper going to finally lose that stock.
Taking out Copper stock.
This definitely isn't a bad situation, but the down, doing a dash attack right when there are two people in front, one in front of you, one behind you. Ooh. Very interesting side B.
When you think about the character that you like doing the 2v1, this is definitely the character that you'd like to see doing a 2v1. Palutena, of course, being a better overall character than Piranha Plant. And
Palutena, we saw it earlier, Coda during their set was able to do a 2v1 and win.
Okay. And also, Palutena is a character that possesses attacks and where you can kill your opponent, but you don't have to worry about getting punished afterwards.
Yeah, well, we also see, one thing we see, though, with Big D and Focus, they're going for these disrespects. Hardcore. They want it. They want the flood into the side B. But unfortunately, not getting snuffed out. They're trying really hard for it. But will they get it? That is the big question. Maintaining stage control, not overcommitting to anything they don't need.
Making it back to the stage, using auto reticle.
They really want it. But Big D just going to seal it out with the up smash. They were fishing for that super hard in that game. Like, you could tell they were just at that point, they were like, the game's ours, so why not?
Very smart stuff there. They had Rob in the lead. They know, you know what? I only got 9%. I could take these auto reticles. Mario up smash is going to finish that one out. And Big D and Focus are going to move on.
Big D and Focus did a really good job of maintaining Focus off stage, going for those crazy edge guards. We didn't see all of them pan out, but he was.
You said you saw Big D play earlier in bracket, right, in doubles?
I did not.
Oh, you didn't? Okay. You just knew that he had also had a Mario for doubles.
What I mentioned is I remember overhearing that he was saying he was testing out characters.
Oh, okay.
So, like, I had seen him in singles before, but like I had known he had been testing out characters like Mario and Wario for doubles and trying to test them out, feel them out, see if he wanted to.
Who did he go in singles today?
I believe he went. Well, he went his ICs and King DDD as well. I don't know if he pulled out King DDD for sure, but I'm almost certain he pulled out ICs at some point. One thing, like I was saying, though, is Focus did a really great job of maintaining offstage control. We didn't see all of those edge guards pan out, but he did a great job of just making it so it's like creating a wall and creating fear, doing a good job of that. And then Big D was doing the center stage. We saw him controlling the stage as much as he can, but then anytime that failed, we had Focus jumping in and trying to help out Big D. Both of them killed each other at 2 different points.
Yeah, that
but
definitely
it still
happen.
worked out in their favor.
Very true. So we have Canada moving on there, and sadly those were Seattle locals.
Those are Seattle locals, so unfortunately they are out of the tournament, but they did pretty good. I mean, 25th out of however many teams. That is pretty amazing. And now we have 2 teams. One I have been dying to see. One I've already seen today. We have Tet and Dr. Robotnik versus, I cannot read that. Would you mind reading off the second team for me? My eyes are...
my eyes are pretty trash, too.
So I wish I could see it. I believe it is Aphasia. It is Aphasia and Deci. Deci is a bit of a Washington hero. He is the #1 ranked player in Eastern Washington. He plays Robin. I don't know.
You said Deci is?
Deci.
Deci? Okay.
So he is a bit of a He's a bit of a Eastern Washington hero. When he comes out, he has a huge supporting crowd here for him. So ready to support him, ready to watch him play. He plays Robin like no other. It definitely, it's on par with Jules as far as like his commitment to the character.
I'm going to say, I was just about to mention, I was like, the only Robins I know of are beasts. You got Jewel, and then you got Scorpio. And both of those guys go nuts.
Deci is sort of, I guess, he doesn't travel a whole lot, but he's definitely a hidden boss. When you see him with Robin, he has this playstyle where he's totally okay with playing lame and not being super flashy, but he has the combos down. He has the fundamentals of Robin down. You can tell he has played this character in and out, knows everything about it, knows matchup knowledge really well. So it'll be interesting to see how maybe that'll transition to doubles, because I haven't seen him play in doubles before.
Robin is definitely a very strong character in doubles. Here in the past couple of weeks, I've been playing Robin in doubles with my roommates, and that Levin sword is just so wonderful at punishing opponents, especially in the air, because basically you're getting a smash attack in the air.
Essentially, and like the best thing about it though is like if you get an Archfire while you have Levin sword and they're at like 90% and you get that, they die immediately. It's a kill confirm. Robin is a character who a lot of people have kind of written off as not that great.
Yeah.
And while definitely Robin, in comparison to a lot of characters, is not as good, it's still a force to be reckoned with in the right hands, as we've said with Jewel and Scorpio and Deci, as I'm certain many people here know, because Deci, anytime people hear Deci's name, it's like everyone like shudders in fear of like how good his Robin is.
Oh gosh, and then
Deci as a person though, he's very
we've had top players just randomly pick Robin in bracket as well, surprising people. It wasn't Glitch that just happened. Shine. Nairo pulled out Robin versus Leon.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, Robin?
And he does have a Robin, so it is very...
Oh, and he plays the best color too? All right.
Hey, he has the Waldo colors going on. There we go.
He actually dedicated this match to you, man.
Hey, I am super flattered. They even screen captured it for me. I'm so blessed. This is fantastic. But we're going right into game number 1. Deci on Robin, and we have Aphasia on Dark Samus, and then on the other side we have Dr. Robotnik and Ted, who are people I haven't talked to about enough. Dr. Robotnik, DDD, and Yoshi player, and definitely making more of a name for himself. I've heard his name a few times. And Ted, who I also believe plays Luigi as well, showed up really well on this Mega Man earlier today.
And this is a match where there's just so much going on. All these characters having very strong projectile game.
Yeah, I just realized we have 3 projectile characters. Unfortunately, Tet going a little too low, getting
gosh.
spiked, but then all of a sudden, Deci, I believe, getting, or not the Deci, Dr. Robotnik getting the spike over on Aphasia. Great back-to-back plays coming from both teams.
Woo. And we're definitely going to have to give Deci the projectile character thing too, man, because he's always tossing out a Gordo.
Always.
Just disrupting everything, really. And if we've seen Dr. Robotnik. He is the DDD, right?
Yes.
Dr. Robotnik's been using the strategy of just toss out the Gordo, suck it up, and then shoot it across the stage.
Doing a really great job too. We have Dr. Robotnik in center stage right now, looking for that up smash, not getting anything. Deci's going to use that opportunity to use Nosferatu.
Deci doing an amazing job of stock tanking here, only sitting at 63% on that first stock.
I loved the Nair conversion right there from Dr. Robotnik. Down air into, or not down air, Nair into back air was fantastic. Tet is also doing a good job playing a support role. DDD is a character who needs to be babysitted and then gets another spike. That's the second time we've seen Aphasia get spiked twice this game. So then we have Deci still at 3, sitting at a healthy 3 stocks. Across the board, this is a decently even game. But now it is slightly in red team's favor with Deci still holding on to his first stock, excuse me.
We got the up tilt, not really able to follow up right there because we have the Mega Man there with the blaster coming in with the coverage, making sure DD doesn't get punished too much. As you said earlier, he's a character that needs to be babysat.
And Tet plays the perfect character for that. Mega Man able to essentially have the get off me options that DDD desperately needs. Almost SDing there, it looked like, but Tet finally able to make his way back to stage, thankfully. So, one thing I will say is Robotnik, this is losers right now, I believe, if I'm correct, because earlier on I saw Robotnik and I saw Tet lose to Dam and Ruff.
Ruff, okay.
So, if I'm correct, I could be wrong, but I do believe this is losers. So, whoever loses this will be dropped out of the tournament, unfortunately.
And that is a lot of damage right there getting tacked on a Mega Man.
We have both teams having equal side of the stage right now, but it looks like Robotnik and Tet have taken stage control. As I say that, they have found their way off stage. Deci gets a back throw. Is he able to get anything off of it? Unfortunately not.
Ooh, and right now, DDD's just receiving all of that pressure.
using the blaster really well, able to get that kill. Tet is now out of the picture. Deci, we are 3.5 minutes into this game, and he hasn't lost a single stock.
Oh, yeah, and right now, the way this is going, it looks like he's going to live to the end.
Let's see. Hopefully we can see that. Almost gets back aired. And then gets the great showing from red team. Really, Deci, you can see Deci smiling right now.
This is like, I didn't die.
Yeah, he didn't die a single time, and that was mostly due because Aphasia did a really great job of keeping DDD and keeping Tet at bay, but also Deci himself was he was comfortable. It felt like he didn't really even break too much of a sweat there. I will say Robotnik and Tet did a good job at points having center stage control, and I did like some of the plays they were doing off stage. However, it looked like while they were focusing a lot on Aphasia and the Dark Samus, they weren't paying attention to Deci, who was not someone you want to ignore in doubles at any single point.
Definitely on the stock tanking, great on the punishes. It is like you can take my opponent, you can take my teammate stocks if you want, but if you're not taking it at a fast enough rate to where we're going to have to share stock, it's not really doing anything.
No, that makes total sense, and it looks like Tet. We're seeing a character swap coming out from him, going into the Luigi. It seemed. Very interesting choice. I'm wondering what they hope to accomplish from this.
So with Luigi, opposed to Mega Man, I think you're going to get more of that for sure damage that you're going to get.
Yeah.
Instead of throwing out the projectiles and then having issues with those landing from you hitting other people and things of that sort. As we all know, Luigi's going to grab you and you're going to either going to die or you're going to get 52 damage.
Absolutely. Looks like I loved how Tet went over to support Robotnik there. Great seeing that camaraderie. We have both Tet and Robotnik off to the left side of the stage trying to pressure. We see the down Bs coming out from Ted. You're really making full use of that.
The one thing that does really worry me about blue team in this matchup is that Luigi's biggest struggle in this game is dealing with projectiles. And when you're talking projectiles, Robin, Dark Samus, those are two of the heaviest projectile users in the game.
And some of the, and also the ledge strapping as well. Just one edge guard and Luigi will fall. We saw it earlier. We haven't really seen it today. Elegant was on here earlier and did a really great job of making, like, recovering well and like mixing up his recoveries. But it'll be interesting to see if Tet is able to have that same momentum and idea. Good parry coming out.
As we've seen here, Blue Team's did a very good job of controlling the pace of the match right now. Able to take both of those first stocks and hitting with the Gordo there.
But as you say that, Deci is going to go ahead and get the kill onto Tet. That's the first stock they've taken this game. Still, they need to get rid of Robotnik's first stock now, or as soon as possible, without taking too much more damage. Aphasia is already at 75% on their second stock, so one wrong misstep and this could go very poorly. Thankfully, great gets that. That's what they needed.
Yeah, they needed that charge out. They had to get rid of the DDD. You can't let those heavies live that long.
So we have both of them separated right now. It looks like Deci and Aphasia are looking to keep their stage control. That jet hammer is so terrifying. But Deci didn't seem to mind it very much at all, just using Arc Thunder or just Thunder on it. I love.
All right, this game is definitely it's tied up here.
It's very. I love. It feels really back and forth right now. Pretty even, I would say. But Tet, as I say that, commentator's curse, loses his stock. Deci follows it up with a spike coming out. So never mind. Disregard everything I just said about this game being in the favor of another team. So I will say this, I do like the Luigi pick. It is panning out a bit better for them. The edge guarding, it seems they're not taking advantage of when Luigi is off stage, trying to abuse that. It seems like they're letting him come back a little bit for free. Deci and
I think it's so much harder to punish Luigi in doubles as it is in singles, just because you have to keep your head on the swivel, make sure that the opponent's not going to come up behind you and punish you for trying to stop Luigi from making it back to the stage. And DDD is a heavy punishing character, as it being a heavy.
And now, all of a sudden, with that stock taken, we're looking at a slightly even game right now. Never mind, a pretty dead even game. Deci sitting at 0%, getting these juggles onto Dr. Robotnik. Tet not being able to get in and do anything. Luigi aerials, they're not super great at contesting and helping out teammates. Definitely has that more ground game.
Oh no!
I thought he was about to fall right into that F smash.
Woo!
So
got a charge
I loved the patience from Aphasia. You saw him wait until he got the grab and then went for it. That was impressive to see for sure.
And Aphasia is just chilling back, shooting.
Aphasia going for the edge guard over on Dr. Robotnik, but not able to find it. And now Dr. Robotnik by himself. This is not the worst matchup. This is not the worst place to be in, but unfortunately that DI, I feel like he jumped into the blast zone.
Yeah, man, that DI was questionable. We're going to have to take you in for questioning Dr. Robotnik for your crimes against Sonic the Hedgehog and also the crimes against that DI.
The crimes against that DI. It looked like, so he was trying to come back, but then jumped, and he leapt into the blast zone.
Extended himself into it.
So unfortunate as that may be, Deci and Aphasia just felt like they were in total control.
So it was very, very interesting. So we spoke on how in that set it was like Mega Man was going to babysit DDD. Samus actually plays. I'm a Samus man.
Yeah.
Samus will actually play that same role in doubles, just sitting back, chilling, shooting out projectiles, and we saw Deci play the aggressor role. Out there with Robin running in, throwing the arc fire, swinging the Levin sword, and then whenever it looked like someone, Luigi, wanted to punish, we saw a charge shot come out and Luigi flying across the stage.
So, and with that, I do definitely agree with everything you just said. However, before we get into the next match, we're going to run some ads just to support and thank to the people who make events like this possible.
Oh, yeah, so, we got to pay some bills.
Yeah, but don't go anywhere because we're going to be back with more doubles action.
Welcome back to Port Priority 5, and we are in the midst of top 32 doubles. We have seen a lot of interesting teams. We just saw Robin Samus. We've seen some Ken. We've seen some DDD, some Mega Man, Luigi, just a wild variety of characters here in the Seattle area.
And that's what's great about Seattle specifically. There are so many interesting, great characters. Like there's always, like, I feel like there's every character you see, almost every single one. There's not a character you don't see. We have, especially in Washington, we have players who play Bowser Jr., one of the best Bowser Juniors in the Northwest. He's a Bowser Jr. player. He made, I think, number 7 on this past PR. Trash Koopa God was his name. And we also have some other unconventional characters as well. Konga, who was not on this past PR, hasn't been competing as much. Plays DK, a character that a lot of people consider worse from Smash 4. But enough about that. Let's get into this game. Number 1, we have Irakaz and Ouch versus Tezii, and Jared is king. So we have Canada versus Oregon.
Okay, Oregon. Is Oregon coming through with this Mewtwo?
Yeah, so Tezii is a PR'd Mewtwo, but as I speak that PR, more like goodbye.
We need the ER, bro. Mewtwo's down. We're heading. Good thing we're on Pokemon Stadium too. That means the Pokemon Center can't be too far.
Yeah, we got to get that medic in here quick. We got to get that Nurse Joy. But anyway, as I was saying, Tezii is a PR'd Mewtwo player right now, and it does really well in singles. Here in doubles, we see him made it to top 32. Jared is king, is a Shulk player, a really fantastic Shulk player as well. We see him go for really unconventional. We see him go for unconventional moves or unconventional combos, and it works out really well in his favor. But Irakaz and Ouch look like they seem to expect this.
Oh yes, most definitely. Woo.
And Irakaz on this Joker, I have yet to see Irakaz play, but Ouch, I do know, plays. I believe, last I heard, I thought he was playing Inkling, but I might have been mixed it up with another character. Or maybe he does and just plays Wolf. But doing a great job getting that early kill onto Tezii. Jared lost a stock somewhere in there at some point.
Grab up
gets
throw,
that.
Gonna take care of Wolf.
Gets that up throw. That is still a kill move. And gets the Shadow Ball onto Ouch.
Wow, so just right there, we saw Joker come in with the fair, probably saving Mewtwo from dying from the up smash. Doesn't matter because moments later, forward smash is going to end that stock. So
I love
bringing the hurt.
One thing we're seeing a lot, though, is we're seeing Tezii get stuck at this ledge. Get stuck. Ouch, overcommitting way too hard for that edge guard. Gonna fall for that. That down air is very risky. It has a lot of end lag. If you go too low, you won't be able to make it back.
And just like that, we're in an even game. So if Tezii's able to play this last stock smart, they can steal this game away.
And Shulk is that character. He has some shenanigans in his kit. Able to make a lot of interesting plays happen. He can go from. He is one of the scariest characters in this game to face, singles and in doubles.
We had a good reflection there by Mewtwo, sending that right back at Wolf.
That was a good change coming out from Jared. He almost died there, and he would have died had he not switched off of Smash. That was a guaranteed death, but able to have the good be cognizant enough to switch off. We haven't been talking enough about Irakaz. I love how Irakaz has been like on top of Tezii, not giving him a moment to breathe while Ouch is focused. Or, excuse me, I have it mixed up. You have Ouch focusing on Tezii while you have Irakaz focusing pretty heavily on Jared, but it seems right now they're wanting to get Tezii out of here.
Oh, yes,
realizing he is the lightest of the characters in this
forward
set.
Smash. Gonna get punished there. Woo. And this game right here now is gonna come down to who's gonna die first. Is it gonna be Shulk or is it gonna be Wolf?
Yeah, Shulk. Jared sitting at 164% would almost die to anything at this point. But as I say that, Ouch dies, and all of a sudden this is a 2v1 situation. Irakaz needs to get rid of Jared right this minute, but also Mewtwo very light. He can die at any point.
Oh yeah, and he has Arson on his side right now.
Going for the panic up smashes. I'm not seeing the composure from Irakaz that is needed in a situation like this.
Irakaz right now is just trying to chase the 2 down.
Just trying to make something happen, trying to apply some shield pressure. I like the idea, but unfortunately this is not working out. Rolls right into the Shadow Ball.
The Shadow Ball
and jumps right into another Shadow Ball. That was looking very grim at the start for Jared is king and Tezii. However, they were able to pull it back, keep their composure, and Irakaz, I felt, they're like Irakaz and Ouch, they had such a great start, and it just seemed to fall apart relatively quickly.
Ouch died really early on his second stock, I believe it was.
He kept going. Ouch got really overzealous on one of these edge guards. He went for a down air, and that down air does have a considerable amount of end lag. If you go too low, you run the risk of not being able to make it back to stage, which is unfortunately what happened in that scenario. I feel like that was a winnable game for Ouch and for
most definitely.
Irakaz.
Even in the 2v1 situation, it just seemed like he wasn't able to figure out what he wanted to do there in that situation. He was jumping in between the two players, not what you want to do in a 2v1 situation. You want to keep them both on the same side of you. You don't want to get sandwiched in, and he was sandwiching himself in that 2v1.
100%, I absolutely agree. Maybe we'll see something different in game number 2, or maybe Tezii and Jared will be able to end this out with a 2-0 and a handshake.
Oh yeah, I can definitely see here in this game number 2, if Ouch played a little bit more safely,
and then we get a forward smash coming out from Irakaz right there. Really great stuff. Very similar to how the first game started. Tezii getting cornered and ended up getting forward smash at the ledge.
Tezii showing us that he definitely has an issue with forward smashes, man.
He really does. It seems to happen a lot. But one thing I will say right now is Ouch and Irakaz are keeping much better stage control than they were the first game. They seem much more confident in their play. I'm not sure what happened, but I like what I'm seeing right now.
Down throw. Ooh. Dash attack is going to take
the dash attack.
His
Unfortunately,
teammates.
Failure, miscommunication, maybe just a misinput. But
ooh,
that's dead.
Off the stage.
Oh, never mind. He made it back. But able to get the jump. That was unfortunate. Using the Monado arch a bit too. Oh, that was great. They needed that. They really needed that.
And that's what we saw happen in the first game. We saw Ouch use his stock in a really early percent. There, we saw Ouch get fared into the stage, not able to make it back after the
misses the recovery. What happened there?
Well, we just handed out homie stocks.
This is a lot of SDs going out.
These guys must really know each other. That was a homie stock.
I mean, it's weird. Okay, I thought we were going to see it again. I'm getting nervous now watching these players.
Who's going to kill himself now?
Watching these players play, I'm just getting nervous anytime they're off the corner of the stage. I just think, what's going to happen? Great up smash coming out from Irakaz. I love the just more sense of confidence that is in this game that they're having. They seem more confident in their play. Despite the SDs, despite the unfortunate situation, great down smash coming out. Now, this is a pretty hard battle for Jared is king. He's going to have to pull out all the stops if he wants to make this happen. Woo! That is a good start, though.
Bear's taking him out. All right, we got to throw into it there.
That was a great Monado art. That's one thing about Jared that is excellent is he has a really great sense of when to use the Monado arts. Like we saw it there. It was just unfortunate that it was a little too late. Tezii SDing and then eventually Jared SDing as well. And then also there was the point where Tezii killed Jared by mistake. So that game, they seemed a lot more sloppy, for lack of a better term. They didn't seem as...
Definitely a lot of spaghetti there. They're going to have some beef after this. If they don't win this set.
Hopefully they won't have beef after this game 3. Hopefully they'll bring it back. We're going to Town and City. I like the stage pick. It's a big stage, but it's also big ceiling. However, Mewtwo, I think Mewtwo's biggest problem here is Wolf and Joker, especially when Joker gets Arsene, is such a heavy hitter, and Mewtwo is so light and so big. It'll be up to Jared to sort of keep Tezii at a safe or comfortable spot where he's not feeling overwhelmed by Joker and Wolf's oppressive style.
So I'm actually very interested. Once again, the key player of this game is going to be Ouch. I feel like he's going to be the key factor in what decides who wins this game. In the first and second game, we both saw him lose stops. very early off stage on his second stock. They were still able to prevail in game number 2, and that was because also Tezii died. But if Ouch can stay safe and not go off stage and die at a ridiculously early percent, I think Red Team is going to walk away with this one.
I can definitely see the reasoning in there. However, I will say Blue Team is not a team to count out. They do have the composure. They are capable players. They're some of the best in their regions. Tezii is a Mewtwo specialist, like I said. So maybe he'll be able to keep it up. And that Shadow Ball is a great way to do it, getting that stock off of Ouch. They are in a good position right now. Still have 3 of their stocks, while Ouch and Irakaz are behind 2 stocks right now.
And as you just said before, both of these guys are very strong right now, holding a lead versus these two.
I love the stage control coming out from Tezii. Tezii's just staying on top of Ouch. Ouch having a really hard time getting him off. You can see a lot of these nairs failing, unfortunately, though, for Tezii. And it looks like Irakaz. Whoa, what is going on this right side?
Yeah, I had no idea what was going on. It's just like Arson's just chilling, like, come here, man. You had your stock a little too long. He's able to survive that, the 2v1, Joker versus Arson.
It felt like a carnival, right, where it's like, okay, now it's your turn, now it's your turn, now it's your turn. But unfortunately, Tezii going to lose his first stock of the game. Ouch and Irakaz are sitting at almost close to not too far off from 100%. They really need to do something about getting rid of these stocks soon. Jared has his Smash Monado out. That's so scary. That's one of the most, like, that's up there with Jet Hammer as one of the most intimidating moves to, like, approach in the game.
Especially with him sitting at 152 damage. He's like, you know what? I'm about to die anyway, so I don't care if I have this Smash Monado on that launches me farther.
So, back to...
Wow.
That almost, that would have been poetic.
Yeah,
had
2
that,
up smash kills.
Or 2 up throw kills. But, or wait, was that an up smash? Yeah. So finally, we have Tezii on his last stock, but Jared's still at 184. We see this a lot in Jared. I've commentated many of his double sets in the past, where we see Jared just live for like 200, 210, where they just can't kill him because he's just using the shield Monado so well. You can see even with that shield Monado at 200, it didn't kill him. Yep. Finally gets the forward tilt and is going to lose his first stock of the game.
Ooh, came right in with the Smash Monado. He's going to kill Wolf off the side with the Bear. Right now, Red Team has some work to do if they plan on winning this game.
They definitely need to get Tezii's. They need to get Tezii stock soon rather than later. Right now, it looks Arsene's already on the board, so that's a good start.
Woo! And the fair string. And it looks like Canada is going to be moving on with the 2v1 situation. As we saw earlier, this Joker just wasn't able to get that 2v1 going. But
Deci gets the Shadow Ball. What an excellent read coming out from Tezii. And that's going to do it. So, no beef between both players. I feel like they made amends.
Yeah, man.
Now, Irakaz and Ouch, I feel like you were saying, you said Ouch is going to be the key point in that. And I will say Ouch definitely getting edge-guarded as early as he did in his last stock. But the other part about it that I noticed is you didn't really hear us talking about Irakaz very much. Because Irakaz, it felt like he was getting really smothered a lot by Tezii and also by Jared, where they kept trying to kill Jared at 100, and he just wasn't working. And it makes you wonder, why not focus on Tezii? But that's because Jared was covering Tezii. Yeah. So they had all of their options kind of mapped out. It felt like after both of those games, Jared and Tezii had a better download of Irakaz and Ouch. So unfortunate for Jared, or unfortunate for Irakaz and Ouch. I don't believe they are out of the tournament yet. I don't know if that was losers or not, but hopefully we'll see them again. If we don't, they had a great run. But what is going to be interesting, though, is that we are getting into this next set with one of my favorite players currently in Washington.
One of your favorite players?
Trash Koopa God, and
I believe Trash Koopa God may have also upset someone in singles, because I saw an upset thread on Twitter. Clicked on it. Remember, I saw Bowser Jr. and I'm not looking at this anymore. So I'm just like, you know what? We're good on that.
I mean, that makes total sense. TKG, as he's referred to here,
Yeah,
he
that's
is
a mouthful.
he's one of the most oppressive and intelligent players here. He's a master at his character, even in bad matchups. When you see this character who is generally considered low tier, like top, like bottom 10, one of the worst characters in the game, he pulls out this character, makes it seem like a top 10 character. Just the amount of combos and interesting tech that he's able to do with Bowser Jr., it's really a sight to see.
And to touch on that last one, so that was a loser's bracket match. The loser of it got 17th place. So Tezii and Jared?
Jared and Tezii are moving on.
Yep.
So still keeping
at least 13th.
Still keeping the dream alive. They're going to be fighting for 13th, and then I believe that will decide. No, that won't decide. But they have 2 more matches if they want to make it into top 8. But for right now, Trash Koopa got, who is his teammate? I'm very curious to see.
Let's click on and see.
We'll have to wait and see.
All right, looks like we're going to see the Samus and Robin again, and then it starts with an SPA. Oh, SpamCop. Okay, SpamCop, the Mario. Okay,
there we go.
I casted a singles.
With Deci and Aphasia coming back into it, we with Aphasia and with Deci, maybe we'll get to see more of that play of like they were just so in tune with each other, being able to throw out these projectiles. And last time we saw them with Robotnik and Tet, they had a really hard time. Robotnik and Tet had a really hard time dealing with it. So maybe TKG, he has played Deci before, I imagine. I am not sure if he has played Aphasia, but we'll have to see if he's able to counteract that, or maybe he has a game plan going into this.
And I know SpamCop was definitely one of the people that got upset earlier
Didn't
bracket.
TKG and SpamCop play in bracket, I thought?
I know SpamCop lost to a Rob on stream.
Okay.
Biggie Mouth? Yeah, Biggie Mouth.
Big Mouthy.
And then SpamCop in losers bracket lost to, so like he's in the redemption bracket right now actually.
All right.
He lost to Vi.
Vi, he is a Central Washington player, and he plays Ken.
Okay,
so,
he was the Ken.
Yeah, or EY, excuse me. All of Eastern Washington is going to come down on me for saying he's from Central Washington.
No.
I can already feel it. Please forgive me.
No,
please.
They already got a Twitch clip,
Please.
man. It's too late.
Damn it. Oh, well. But I definitely know that this person is from Iwa, Deci. I love watching him. I love seeing him play. It's like when people talk about saying Rob's such a lame character, or Robin is such a lame character. I don't I don't get what people see in him. And then you see this what are you talking about? Robin, when you see you mentioned people like Jewel and Scorpio and now Deci, they make Robin so fun and interesting to watch.
Yeah.
Wait, how did he do that?
And I think Robin is definitely one of those characters that becomes more hype the further along you get in bracket. So let's say you're watching a Robin in pools, it's like, oh. I mean, no one wants to watch, Robin throw arc fire, but then when you get to let's say you're playing to make it into top 8, you're like, oh my gosh, this Robin has made it this far. A character that has such low representation, slow movement, frame data, things of that sort. You just get really hey, this guy has found a way to make the character work.
Yeah, at the core, Robin is considered a bad character, but when you have someone who doesn't really mind so much if the character is bad, or maybe they just know a way to make it work, it's a really great thing, an awesome thing to see where someone's like, oh, you think this character's bad? I'm going to, beat you with it. And I actually saw a player here who was complaining where people are like, oh, you just do this all the time with your characters. Like, all right, you go do it and come back to me.
Yeah.
And, it's still, you see a lot of these players that come out and say, well, the character's still bad. It's like, well, I'm doing good with them, so. But looks like we're going to be picking our stages, and we're going to be going right into this match. SpamCop is not a character, not someone I'm familiar with. What can you tell me about him?
I know SpamCop is Mario. I believe he's from Oregon.
Okay.
Don't kill me if I'm wrong on that.
Yeah,
Oregon, Idaho, one of the two.
This is the first time I've heard of SpamCop. So it looks like, it doesn't look like Deci's going to be doing the the Waldo skin. I guess this one is not for me today, but
Waldo
that's
skin.
okay because for him, this is going to be I believe this is still losers. So, yes, this is still losers. So, they want to win this. So, this is for them. We're going into game number 1.
All right, game number 1, moving here to Pokemon Stadium 2. It's going to be a really good job for these zoning characters.
Great.
Gives them a lot of space.
One thing we saw a lot of these characters hurtle around the right side of the stage at the beginning. And here we have the arc fires coming in. Oh, the lingering hitbox almost kills TKG really early on there. But as
one thing that's going to be really interesting in this matchup is we saw in the last match that Aphasia like to kind of like sit back, shoot those charge shots. Mario does have a cape, and I feel like later on in the match that could come into play, just not being able to throw out your projectiles willy-nilly with that character on stage.
That could as well, especially since at the same time, too, you also have Robin's. You have Robin's projectiles that can be reflected very easily. Great cape to stall the recovery there. I like the stall recovery option. We can see Deci going for these offstage edge guards, doing a decent job, not being able to confirm the kill, though, unfortunately. But that will definitely confirm the kill. Finally, Deci finding drawing first blood in this game on TKG.
Yeah, we saw the bear come out from Robin, and then also that new Levin Nair, something that did not exist in Smash 4. It was just a very quick hit option, but you had to slow the move down because if that move stayed as quick as it was and got strong, we'd have to actually be talking about, man, we got 3 Robins in top 8 right now.
Oh, that would be horrifying to see. And then that's it. Deci takes port priority 5. But one thing about Deci to note, and that was a great kill coming out, great go-kart, but gets a spike onto Aphasia. Really great back and forth. What is going on?
Everybody's dropping stocks here. All right, that was actually a very needed thing there for the blue team.
That was a great tech chase coming
Aphasia, losing that stock to that Mario there. SpamCop really trying to get in, break these zones, get those ladder combos started.
I love both players. It seems both players there are now like back to this right corner of the stage. It seems to be the hotbed of contention right now. However, SpamCop in a not favorable position, finding himself off stage, gets the Elf Thunder, excuse me, and gets that kill.
Yeah, and then SpamCop himself, he found himself in a sticky situation a couple of moments ago. He was sitting in shield next to Tezii and was not able to drop his shield because it was a small charge shot coming. He didn't want to get hit by a small charge shot, so he ended up getting tossed off stage because of it. Look at these guys using each other's projectiles
using these projectiles. The one thing that I'm seeing is TKG is kind of having a really difficult time with him being able to use his go-kart, because that's a lot. That's a main tool we see from Bowser Jr.'s, but with all these projectiles that are just able to interrupt it, it's very difficult for him to maneuver around, it seems. Center stage control coming out from SpamCop. Great up smash coming out. I like the idea. Keeping the center stage. I love the positioning from him right now.
SpamCop right now is definitely he has his eye on this Samus. He knows he wants to try and take this stock.
He definitely wants to try. He does not want to kill Deci first because actually, never mind. Just getting rid of Aphasia right now will help out in dividends a little bit, even if it just means for a little bit, if it gets him off his back for just a few seconds.
Okay.
But we can see this really great ledge strapping coming out, keeping both separated. Ooh, great up smash. That's what he needed, but without a moment's notice, Aphasia comes back right into the fold.
Staying on the ground there was really good, helping avoid that charge shot. We got him off stage, trying to avoid these projectiles.
And I love the coverage that Deci and Aphasia went for there. And SpamCop did a decent job of maintaining his composure during that, but unfortunately, it was too little and too late. Deci and Aphasia did an amazing job of covering options. Yeah. That was their thing, is anytime that TKG did something, they had an answer. Anytime that SpamCop did something, they had an answer. We saw that many times where, like I mentioned before, TKG had a really hard time maneuvering around all of these projectiles coming in at him, not being able to do anything. SpamCop wasn't really there to support TKG, but TKG was also not there to support SpamCop. But it seemed in that scenario that Deci and Aphasia were just very comfortable, like they had played this matchup before. Like they had matchup knowledge.
And I think also it helps with, I think with Samus and Robin, I feel like they're two of those like characters that, all right, no matter what character you're playing, I'm still going to stick to my game plan. I'm going to, toss out my projectile, things of that sort. Every once in a while, you have a character that comes in and breaks your zone, or someone that wants to reflect your stuff back at you. But if those guys aren't able to do those things, they're going to be able to sit back and do what they like to do.
And we're going to see maybe if they'll be able to continue that sit-back play style coming into game number 2. We see a character change coming out from SpamCop switching to Wolf. Maybe this will do better. Ouch, earlier on was definitely the deciding factor of some of those wins and losses. Unfortunately, they lost, but still did a really good job at controlling the pace of the game for the matches that counted. Now we're going right in.
And I think this Wolf is a really good choice to switch off onto. I feel like you're still going to get that comboing ability that you had from Mario, but you upgraded your projectile. And I think this is something you can use to poke at your opponents from farther away.
Definitely, yeah. Woo. I also like the slight more kill power, but I loved the combos coming out from Blue Team, doing a really good job at synergizing their combos. And then Deci gets an up air. SpamCop losing his first stock. But TKG answering back with the up B, the cart bomb. I don't know the exact name of it. I apologize.
Oh, you talking about the Mega Koopa?
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about. I don't know the name for it. That's the one thing about characters that you don't really see very often. You don't know the name of their moves.
You don't know the name of the move.
So, but now we're at a pretty much a dead even game, slightly actually in Blue Team's favor. However, if they're able to get rid of Deci's stock, now that forward smash would have killed earlier, but Nosferatu was able to save it. But the down smash, such a good option coming up from SpamCop.
Right now, Blue Team looking like they're looking like this Wolf is giving a little bit of issues as you see them in a slight deficit here in game number 2.
And up smash coming out from TKG. It's going to take Aphasia's second stock. Very interesting to see. Maybe some suspect DI, or maybe it was just going to kill. Not 100% sure on that. Looked very sus, I'll say.
You got Trash Koopa putting in some work here on Aphasia.
His combos are incredible. He has some of the best combo game out of any of the PR players in Washington. It's excellent. His punish game is also pretty fantastic too.
Trash Koopa just being an escape artist, making it back.
Great up smash coming out. Was able to get that rapid jab will not kill. Bowser Jr. possessing the single strongest rapid jab in the game. It is a kill move at higher percentages. Deci with that really insane edge guard using the Elwin for the spike. That's the first time I've actually seen Elwin spike.
All right, now we're sitting here. Blue Team still looking pretty solid. Both of these guys getting up there in damage, but if Red Team's not going to approach them,
if they're able to get Deci's second stock, this puts them in a very great position. Almost gets spiked, but thankfully not low enough to where it counted. Okay, SpamCop in a pretty unfavorable position. Got himself cornered over on the right side of the stage. Back in the right corner. Aphasia is going to lose that stock. Deci, it looks like he's going to hang on to both of these stocks. Very doable 2v1 right now. Getting rid of SpamCop will make it much, much easier for him.
Grab, down throw. Up special. And that cart sliding off the ledge. Almost hitting
I love the option coverage from TKG right now. Just covering that ledge, trying to cover all the options. SpamCop trying to play a bit back at a very high percentage, doesn't want to overextend, wants to just be a body there for TKG. But as I say that, gets the jab, but TKG answers with an up smash. This match is not over just yet.
Staying in a 1v1 situation, but we got
this
Deci
is a match.
with a nice
This is a match.
start.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, we got the down throw. Oh gosh, so much damage. No up air is going to connect with that.
Tries to go. Excellent showing coming out from Deci in that 1v1 situation. I can imagine Aphasia saying, "Did you want me to come in?" And he's like, "No, I got it."
He's like, "Yeah."
But I loved in that game that TKG definitely had a much better showing than the first game.
Oh, yes.
But what I also loved more was just the SpamCops, like, switching it up a little bit. The Wolf definitely did, I think, perform better than the Mario. However, I just think with what happened with Aphasia and with Deci, unfortunately, they just had a better sense of stage control, better sense of air control.
Yep,
and
combos as well.
And
we saw a
combos
lot
as
of,
well. But
them hitting off of each other.
Yeah, absolutely. But on that note, we're going to be taking about a 5-minute break. We're going to run some ads just to thank the people who make this event possible. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more doubles action.